Yo guys, Oshibik here and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm back and Spurs are back as well. We have just played two of our friendlies. The latest one, which was last night, we have just lost to Roma 3-2. Wow, I mean, I wasn't expecting a loss because we was playing our old teammate Fazio, and actually he had quite a big play in the game, which I'll get into. But first, we played PSG. We beat them impressively 4-2 at the stadium that WrestleMania this year was held, so that was quite cool. It was in Florida, and I mentioned WrestleMania because I'm hinting at something which you'll probably get in a few weeks, so stay tuned for a video on the way very soon, which is going to be insane. But we beat PSG 4-2. We went behind, actually. I know PSG aren't at full strength, and who knows if they're going to sign Neymar or what, but this transfer window is crazy. I don't want to get into transfers too much because I'm waiting for Spurs to sign a player, and then I'm going to do a video on all transfers. But we went behind, Cavani scored. Cavani is class. I don't care what anyone says. He is one of the top strikers in the world. And then we hit back with an absolute worldie. This goal by Eriksen, I obviously couldn't see the game live because it was at 1 o'clock in the morning, but then I woke up and my whole feed on Twitter was literally just Eriksen goal, Eriksen goal, Eriksen goal, the video. Wow. I haven't seen a good goal as that by Spurs since the Ali goal against Crystal Palace, which was goal of the season. It was a knuckleball from so far out. The way he just hit the ball, it was just perfect. And it just went top bins in off the bar. It wasn't right in the top corner, but it was almost. And it just dipped. You know what it is. You know what it's like. It's the knuckleball where it just dips in off the bar. Just perfect. And wow, our first goal of the season by Eriksen like that. Wow. And then Dyer scored a very easy goal. He literally just, I mean, he just blocked it. It was from the goal. It was from the goalie. He literally just kicked it straight to him, and it rebounded him off him into the net. So Kane scored from the spot. The penalty, wow. He got so much power behind it. It was straight down the middle. The goalie literally just dived out of the way because he wanted to get out of the way. It was a rocket. It nearly took the net off, honestly. And then Toby with the fourth goal, an absolute belter for him. It was literally a rocket into the corner, bottom corner. And yeah, I didn't know he had, I know he can ping passes, but I didn't know he had that in his locker. So we beat PSG 4-2, which was really impressive for our first game of the season. And then we went to New York. I know there's lots of fans in America, Spurs fans, and I do know a few, so that was nice to go to America instead of like Australia or China. I mean, it's a shorter flight and not by much, but I would rather go. We have more fans in America, so I would rather go there personally. And then we went to New York. It looks like they enjoyed themselves there. But we did lose to Roma 3-2, which was last night. So we went behind 2-0, in fact. We was 2-0 down. And it was quite bad defending, I'm not going to lie. I feel like Wimmer should be on his way out. He had, in the 2015-16 season, so not last season, the one before, when he had to fill in for Tongan, who was injured quite a lot of the season, he didn't put a foot wrong. He was perfect going alongside Toby. But then this last season, he just didn't really get off the mark, and he went missing at some points. He wasn't even in the team for some of the games. And yesterday, for the second goal, his clearance, it was like the cross came in, and then he hit the ball, but it went straight, literally along the floor, straight to the player who was in, and then he just put it in. I don't know his name, but yeah, Roma are a good outfit. Like, they have some very good players. They did come second in the Serie A last season, which is very good. The Italian league is underrated. People go, oh, it's like the French league. It's not. It's got Juventus, Napoli, Roma, Lazio, Fiorentina, lots of fairly decent teams, and they came second. They've got Nainggolan, they've got Dzeko, who scored a packet load of goals last season. They did have Salah, they've got Perotti. They do have a lot of good players. So we hit back with Harry Winks. Winks with literally, I thought his goal against West Ham was an easy tap-in. This goal is the easiest tap-in he is ever going to score. It was literally next to the post and he tapped it in. Then, I think it was in added time, in injury time, Janssen literally, he actually scored from open play. I'm in shock. Nkudu, from pre-season so far, he's played a few games behind closed doors as well as the one against Paris and Roma last night. He's the one player that has actually impressed me the most out of all of the pre-season games so far. He looks like just on it, like already. He looks like how Aaron Lennon used to be. He gets the ball and runs direct, bit like Sonny. But for the second goal to equalise it in the last minute, it was brilliant. He just took the defender on, put the ball past him, whipped it in, and Janssen was actually there on it. And it was a hard finish, not a tap-in or a penalty. So, yeah, well done to him. But then straight from kick-off, we conceded. And that was that. We lost 3-2. So, not the end of the world, but we move on. Our next game is against Man City in Nashville. I'm not sure where that is, but that is a big game back against Kyle Walker. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Kane should have had a penalty against Fazio. It was a stonewall penalty. I am not biased on this one. If you see it, it was like the Arsenal North London derby penalty where Kane knocked it just past Gabriel and then he got fouled. He got tripped up. This is exactly the same, but Fazio, I know he is a strong mofo, but he just came in harder than Gabriel did and hit his leg, so it is a penalty, and the ref just turned a blind eye to it. Like, he gave the goal kick. Like, all the Spurs players were strongly appealing, like, how is that not a penalty? And yeah, refs in friendlies are awful. I'm so sorry. And I kind of don't like Fazio. I did like him at Spurs because he's Argentinian. Obviously, Spurs have Argentina links. I know a lot of people don't like Argentina, but Spurs fans kind of do. Moving on from that loss, we have Man City next. And then I'm going to the Juventus game at Wembley. Now, Spurs actually put down the prices for that game because they were so expensive for a friendly. Friendlies are literally meant to be next to nothing prices. And I don't know what happened, honestly. I don't know where they got the prices from, but they were ridiculous. Yeah, I am right. I paid more for that friendly game against Juventus. I know it's Juventus, they're a good team, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of their players. Dybala. But I paid more for that Juventus game than I did for the first league game at home to Chelsea. Like, what is all that about? However, I am looking forward to that game, and that will all be on my Snapchat story. Feel free to follow my links below. That's about it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. That's about it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for videos coming soon, and I'll see you guys next time. Yo, guys, Oshibik here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today, I am doing a new kind of video. It is a transfer special sort of thing.